Welcome to this demonstration of the iIntro platform. This demonstration is best viewed following a consultation with one of our iIntro colleagues. This is our home screen. From here, we log into the platform. You're immediately taken to your dashboard. From your dashboard, you can view all of the information you require. We're currently in the campaign settings. Here you'll view your campaigns. Your campaigns are those campaigns that you've personally created in the system. If you're part of a subgroup, you'll also see any campaigns which are in your group, which you have visibility on. And if you're an administrator, as I am here, you will also have an All Campaigns tab where you can see all campaigns which are accessible in the system. As well as viewing all campaigns, you can see all candidates in the system. You can view all employers, either your employers, which are allocated to you, or all employers. If you're an administrator, you can see all of the employers within the system. In your profile, you can build your profile. You can see which group members you are. You can look at the emails and notifications. These are settings from which you can either receive system notifications up here, or if you require to receive an email about certain notifications, you can set those there. You can reset your password here. In the consultancy management, this is where you are able to update and adapt any of the system settings that you may require to. So update your campaign terms and conditions for candidates and contacts. Update talent alerts and conditions for candidates and contacts. These are all customized around your business. Users and groups, this is where you add extra users and create new groups. Module management is where you switch on or switch off any third-party integrations. Analytics are where you get an overview of your usage of the system. Therefore, you can have a look at how many campaigns are live, how long it's taking you to complete them, total campaigns in the system, and so on. Obviously, the more you use the system, the more this will be populated. And in the settings section, this is where you can have general settings to create campaign documents, email settings, to customize the system around your own email domain. This is a white label system. DWI settings are dynamic weighting index settings. These are settings for your clients, the employers, to review their candidates. And KCQ settings are key competency question settings. These are questions which can be set by you or your clients, the employers, for candidates to respond to. So this is our system from the back office point of view, but let's have a look at this campaign from the other side. Let's have a look from what the client would see. So again, you're taken to the dashboard, but note that the menu is now greatly reduced. I'm going to click on View. So here's the logo of the company. Up here where it has the logo of iIntro, that would be your logo. This will be the logo of your employer. Click View and you enter the campaign. Here, when you come into the campaign, what you see is a wealth of information that is unusual for employers to see. Most often they're used to seeing either CVs or resumes. Beneath their logo, there'll be a location map. Location map, the blue dot is their location, and you can then see thumbnail images of the shortlisted candidates in relation to where the client is based. The candidates, you can see over here on the right-hand side, and you can see the stages that they're at. So we've got people at shortlist stage or further interview, or it could be a first interview. You can obviously just check on any of these buttons here. You then have some suitability scores. Suitability scores are related to the dynamic weighting index. So here you can see how I've scored this candidate. I've given him 87%. Overall, the team suitability score here is 81%, which indicates that I'm actually marking this candidate higher than some of my colleagues. Whereas you look down at Laura Kelly, for example, I've ranked her at 76%. And here you can see that overall, I'm the only person to have ranked her so far, which is why she has a team suitability score of just 38%. Underneath the map, there are what we call the campaign documents. The campaign documents are the documents that we share with the client to show them why the service that we deliver is not just around matching candidates to a job description and reviewing their CVs and resumes. We implement things such as 3 levels of assessment, which means we identify not only candidates with the right skills, knowledge, and experience, but candidates who are able to perform better and fit in better with the client's organization. We work with an organization called the McQuaig Institute, and we use these to identify with the client, working with the client and consulting with the client, what are the specific requirements for somebody to be successful in that role. We have a McQuaig comparison report. This document here, if we just click on this one for a moment, again, it's very graphical. It shows, from the client perspective, how many of those people were involved in creating the profile. We can then look and compare each of them against each other, and we use this to consult with the employer to make sure that all of the hiring team are aligned. We can provide progress reports, special payment arrangements if you've agreed some of those, candidate packs, and whatever documentation we need. But this is all to show the client how the service we deliver actually delivers a highly effective 96% plus retention rates of candidates that we place in the system. We can have background to the campaign. That's just short level of information that we have. We can make this as long or short as we require, but we can put whatever it is that we need on this particular piece. If we take a quick look at a candidate, this is the type of information that you will be presented with, you being the employer in this case. So there's a photograph of a candidate that's been uploaded by the candidate. You got the candidate executive summary. This has been created by you as the consultant. Some basic candidate details. You've got the candidate CV, you've got the McQuaid job fit interview guide. You've also got the McQuaid word survey, which has some great informational pieces which will help the client onboard this candidate should they employ them. Here we have a candidate video, which is highly attractive to employers, because from here they get the opportunity to get a good look and feel of the candidate before they meet them. And from the candidate perspective, it's a superb benefit because now they're actually engaged in the client process rather than just being hidden behind a recruiter. The key competency questions, these are example questions. So we have a topic here, attention to detail. You have a question that's underneath, and then you've got the candidate response. And again, this is a collaborative platform, so the candidate has come in here and built the response. There's also a video assessment. So this video here is what we call a free-form video interview. This is an introductory video the candidate has loaded. It's 1.5 minutes long. We also have a video assessment opportunity, which is where the candidate is asked questions live on screen, and then you get the candidate's video response there. So, for example, on this one, got the candidate talking in that particular way. So that's how that can be presented. You can progress the candidate in terms of making them an offer or even rejecting them if you wish to. Depending on which stage they're at, you'll also see potential to interview the first time or for a further interview. Underneath here, we have the candidate's McQuaid report. So I showed you the job for interview guide, but many clients, can be time poor and they just want to know, is this candidate going to be a good fit for my organization? You can see this candidate is here. You then have the suitability chart. The suitability chart is the dynamic weighting index. And if I were to amend that, I can just come in here. I can decide which one of these buttons I wish to score the candidate on, whether it's on the video introduction, personality presentation, key competency questions, the quality of their response, and I can update the score. So these are just a simple slider, move them along, update them, and that updates the score. If you wish to add comments there, you can add in some information here about the candidate. You can see there's a comment that's been added here previously. If you wish to add a comment, you can add a new comment, click add comment, add it in straight away there. Come back into candidate profile and then go back to the campaign to review the next set of candidates. Once you've reviewed all the candidates, then you can then come to the interview scheduler. The interview scheduler is a great benefit to both employers and to recruiters, because from here you can just click on this link here. Remember, I'm logged in as an employer. You can decide which candidates you would like to interview. You can allocate what length of time, say an hour and a half on the 9th and the 11th. Come in here, select some times we blocked off, and then click next. Decide, interview with ATS, and meet at Hilton East Midlands Airport, and you can put Tom Franklin and Darren Ledger to meet up with those. Click on next, check that the interview slots are available. The candidates will now be sent an invitation to select from one of the time slots. The client will be notified, you as the employer will be notified, the recruiter is also notified, and that's really how we present this. You can come back into campaign details, but hopefully that'll supplement the view you've already had of the platform. As an iIntro client, we also provide training, coaching and support through something called the Retained Recruiter Academy. The Retained Recruiter Academy, this is our learning platform to ensure that you and all of the members of your team actually have full integration in terms to understand not only how to use the software, but more importantly, how to consult with your clients and how to sell retained recruitment. So we have an award, we call it the Retained Recruiter Academy. It's made up of 7 primary components, the Retained Recruiter Roadmap. So we've got the ROAD MAP. We also have other materials in here. We have Sales Accelerator Toolkit, so basic sales techniques for recruiters, of course. And you also have things like the magnetic marketing method. And this is information and training that's all part of our system, readily provided to help you maximize the benefit from being an iIntro partner, and ensuring that you and your team can go out there into the marketplace and deliver a consultative recruitment process to your clients. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any more questions, please do come back to us.